All right, what up, YouTube? Yeah, put something new in the garage besides the F6B Goldwing. Yeah, I surrendered. I kept seeing these things on the road. They look so much fun in the city and around the neighborhood here. And I was like, I'm gonna get me an e-bike. These are class 3s, and I'm gonna say VITILAN V3s. See that? And whew, guys, I'm just kind of still catching my breath here. Wanted these delivered for Mother's Day. And this company, I'm not kidding you, so far, the customer service and the support is incredible. Which brings me to point number 1. Do not believe everything you read on the questions in Amazon, because there was a question on there about customer service for the V3 compared to the electric, and I'm going to do a whole comparison video on why I went with this over the electric 3.0, which is a bigger known brand, comes up on any Google search. You got to dig a little bit to find this one. But boy, am I glad I did my research. So I'm gonna do a whole comparison video on these two machines. I don't have a 3.0 electric, but I rode a 2.0. So that's what I'm gonna be kind of comparing the ride to. Probably apples to oranges, I know. But that's gonna come later on. But they said on one of those reviews, or questions on this bike, because you can get these on Amazon. I don't suggest doing that. I'm going to put a link in the description down below and follow that link. They got some Mother's Day specials going on. But I read one of those reviews and it got me real nervous. And the review said something about, and I'm sure it was someone from electric, saying that VITILAN doesn't have the support staff that electric does. False, should be removed. Horrible statement. That really got me thinking about, am I going to get support if something goes wrong here? These guys were emailing me before and after my order on Saturday and Sunday, folks. Now, I don't want them to be held to that because I don't want people working on Sunday. But it was incredible, the response and how responsive these guys are. So big props. Oh, by the way, disclaimer, not paying me to do a review here, okay? If you click the link, I'm going to be honest with you, I do get a little small commission. Ain't even worth it. I'd be doing this even if I didn't get that. But if you click in, if you like this review or this kind of like unboxing, I guess you could call it, pro tips, whatever, I just put together 2 of these. And definitely try to go to the link that I'm going to provide here, and it helped me out. But I'm not doing this for any money. I don't really care about it. It's so small. But I do want you to know that, in my opinion, this is going to blow the electric away. So I'm going to do, again, that video is coming up. This video, I just want to talk about a little bit about unboxing and what I ran across, and I really think these things are important that you know right away. The first one is both these bikes were delivered with the chain off the sprocket. Now, I didn't see that in other videos. Both of mine had the chain removed. Now, I don't know if that was by mistake or what happened. It's not a big deal if you've ever had a speed bike before with different speeds. Boy, that's a loud bird out there. If you ever had changing gears before on a bike, that probably happened to you. It's simple. All you got to do to put the chain on is you just, hit this derailleur here, and you can push that forward, and it was real easy. I slid this over, and this is my kind of pro tip for you. On the first one, I didn't do this, but I put this Shimano gear shifter here. That is Shimano, right? Pretty sure. Yeah, I can't even read it. And I got my reading glass on. It's so dark on here. Let's see if I can see it on the phone. Yeah. Gosh, I can't believe I can't read that. But yeah, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, you put this on, get this down on like whatever it takes to, if you see this is not lined up right, if it's off, and this one was pushed, this derailleur was pushed way over. So I just put it on like 6 on here, and it moved that over. Now, there's a very great video that if this thing, and I adjusted this just a little bit on the first one. I had to adjust when and again, guys, these guys are smoking these things out of the, and they're building these things probably like mad right now because they are so good. I don't care. It got here literally in like 5 days. And I was tracking it all the way, and it came even a day early than what they had said at the end on an update. They said they were going to get here on Monday next week, and they both got here. One got here on Friday, and one got here on Saturday. They do everything they can to make sure you get these things on time. But what I was telling you, there's a little, and you can Google this, and that's how I fixed it. But there's a turn knob right here. So if you get any rubbing or binding on any of these and you hear a rub sound, you're just going to move this left or right, and it'll move this whole derailleur over, and you can center it. You do that for every gear that you're hearing a rub on it. And I had 2. I had my 2nd and 3rd gear on the other one. I haven't test drove this one yet. So this just came in just a minute ago. The other one came last night. So you can adjust that, guys. So very simple. If you've ever had a gear bike again, my regular bike's over here that'll probably never get used again. But have that on there, that adjustment knob. So there it is right there. If that happens to you, don't fear and don't get customer service. It happens, okay? There again, I don't hold anything against it. The second thing that happened, and kind of a pro tip, I haven't looked at this one yet. When I got that thing, I got it set up at night, and I wanted to ride it. So I turned on the light. The light was kind of like, it's like sideways in there or something. It wasn't a nice spread field of view out in front of me. It's kind of like lopsided. So I'm going to adjust that a little bit. And I think there's just some Allen wrench screws or something in here. I did email customer service on that because it's really hard to see. I'm sure you can get a spotlight up there and look, or your phone, and see what it is, a hex bolt or whatever. But I think it's just a matter of loosening those, and then I'm going to be spinning this light on my wife's bike, okay? Which, again, if you do this quickly, guys, if you're watching this, they've got some Mother Day specials, but let me tell you what happened to me. I ordered the white one, and I wanted a gray one, and they were out of the white ones. Big disappointment, because as you could tell, we really love white. There's another white car, and there's another white car. But they didn't have it, a white one. So they sent me and they said, "We're so sorry. Can we send you a black or gray and a couple of gifts, or a gift?" And I said, "Sure." And they said, "We want to send you a back basket." So a basket that fits on the back here. And I was like, I looked at it and I'm like, I really like this bag. It's $100 waterproof bag compared to a $69 back basket that you, if you deliver pizza or something like that, that might be better. But this luggage rack is very usable, by the way. I love luggage racks, just like on my bike. I really put pizzas on there and all kinds of stuff I put on the back of that F6B. So, but this bag was $100 again, okay? And I was like, instead of the basket, can you send me that nice bag with a cup holder and the expandable, this thing expands, and I'll let you take a look at this too. Can you send me that instead? These things remove out of here if you want to make it the whole room. And they said, sure, right away. We can do that. So then I looked at my order. Not only did they throw that in, but they threw in 2 of these seats. Now, I don't have the first one to show you here. The regular seat that came on it. There's a picture of it. Okay. Big difference. Okay. Now, last night when I was riding, my butt did get a little sore. Okay. It felt like, but I just moved it around a little bit and that was fine. But this thing, I got on there and just went down the street a little bit, and it's cushy. Now, I don't know how this is going to be for pedaling and stuff. The jury's still out on that, but this is really a comfortable seat, man, this airbag thing. So they threw in 2 of those, $70 each on an upgrade. Now, guys, if you get over there right now, I think they're putting these in as part of a Mother's Day gift. I'm pretty sure. I don't know, don't hold me to it, but I think they do. And if you buy 2 of them, you get $100 off, 2 of them brand new. The other thing, pro tip number 3, 4, I don't know what we're on. But if you really need to think about ordering these fast because there's no tax on them. That's going to be in the comparison to the electric. Right now, no sales tax. I don't know how they're doing it. I got 2 of these delivered out the door for $1,900, $1,899. Okay, compare that to your costs on and these all day long. Again, you're going to see my video. These blow the XP 3.0 away. That electric, blow it away. And I'll be going over why it blows it away in the next video. But this is just for kind of unpacking and kind of pro tips for that. So, but that's just another thing. Get over there and get over there soon so you don't miss out on that. They said they don't know when it's going to happen and what states it's going to happen in first, but the taxes are coming. Okay. One guy told me as soon as June, but I don't know if that's true. Okay. He didn't seem like he knew absolutely. But, so I'm thinking I covered everything. The derailleur. Pedals, real easy to put on. They talk about it, but you just look down here and in the instructions it said something different. But this just has an R on there, guys. So easy to put those pedals on. I don't need to go over too much. There's other videos about unpacking and setting it up. I can tell you it's easier than what those videos say as far as folding these handlebars out, this handlebar folding out. I did notice here on this, you may want to, pro tip number 6 or whatever, this actually slips into that crack there, if you can see that. This was spun around, so you actually got to turn that, and it actually like double locks this, so it's not going to move anywhere. So you might want to make sure on that. When you do put these seats on, and this still looks like it's up a little bit, it looks like it's pointed up, there's a leveler on there too. An adjustment underneath the seat, and it's just very easy. But it's just, that was what I was going to tell you too. It's just this one bolt. The instructions get into it a little bit, but you just have to undo this one bolt, and then this bracket right here just slides off. Very, very simple to get those seats changed out, okay? And just remember, when it's bending that way, that's the front, okay? Kind of hard to mess that up, but there is a where you push this down and you can actually get this seat more level, and I think I'm going to have to do that. It still looks like it's pretty high. But that's that. Definitely get the bag. I'm going to just show you this real quick, what this bag could do on these saddlebags. I've got my, it came with the, of course, that toolbox. I don't think electric gives you that, but I'm not 100%. I'm going to try to find out. But look at that, man. You got, and these got that reflective tape on here too. So really safe stuff. But this gives you so much power, so much carrying. And I'm always one to look at Amazon and say, hey, can I get a knockoff, as I did my phone holder, and this thing's great. I'll try to add a link for that too in the description. But these things expand on both sides. Now, is it something that you're going to look real cool going down the street with? I don't know. I don't care. But I'm 58 years old. What do I care what I look like? But you do get saddlebags, and you're talking about putting clothes, bathing suits, towel, lot of room in there. So that's just a fantastic. Again, try to get you one of those. How do you do it? Order white right now, and be okay with gray or black. But I think that's about it, guys. I think I covered everything. That I really noticed. The bricks, these things were practically completely charged. I've had that on the charger though for about an hour, maybe not quite that long, about 45 minutes, and it's still showing not charged all the way. And this one, my wife, we just ran this thing. I overnight charged that. They say you want to pull these off when they're charged. I'm going to go ahead and take this off. But they said leaving it on overnight is not a horrible thing. Okay. So, but that's a little battery. They say that you got it down. It's kind of like, I don't know what the memory in those things are, but they say let it drain down. But then in the same breath on another thing I read, which is kind of confusing, they said do it 20% or less. And then I read another thing on the battery somewhere in the instructions, which you get really good instructions, by the way. And it said, if you leave it out in storage or don't charge the battery and it runs way, way down, then it could be unchargeable. So read your instructions on that battery and, let me know if you got any tips for me on that. Throw them in the comments there. But that's it for now. Be on the lookout for that comparison video and like 7, 8 things on why I went with this one over the electric. And I mean, come on, guys, spoke wheels, really? Electric? Anyway, that's a teaser, but that's coming, the full thing. Look at those wheels compared to those silver spoke tires on a 20-inch bike. Yuck. This just looks so much better, in my opinion. IMO. But that's it. Guys, sorry I put a lot of videos out on the F6B, but man, I think we've covered a lot. But we'll try to get some other stuff out on there later on. But thanks for watching. Let me know any questions, and later, YouTube.